There's a massive shift happening in artificial intelligence right now. It's moving away from the giant cloud servers of big tech, and it's landing right on our own computers. People are calling it the local AI revolution, and it's a change that puts some pretty incredible power directly into your hands. So let's break down what that really means.
I mean, just think about that for a second. What if the most powerful AI you use didn't need a subscription, didn't need an internet connection, and was totally, completely private? It sounds almost too good to be true, but it's happening right now. And in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how it all works.
And what's so wild is just how fast things are changing. Take a look at this. The open source models, the ones you can run on your own machine, are getting almost as powerful as the absolute biggest, most expensive models from just a year ago. That gap is closing, and it's closing fast. Honestly, there's never been a better time to jump in.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at this local revolution. Then we'll get into the big why you'd even want to do this. After that, we'll get practical, finding the right model for you and getting it set up. And finally, we'll unlock some power user features so you can get total control.
Okay, let's start with the big picture, because this isn't just some techie thing for hobbyists. Oh no. This is a fundamental shift that directly challenges the whole subscription model that's dominating AI right now. So when we say a local model, what are we even talking about? Well, it's simple. It's just an AI that runs entirely on your own hardware, your laptop, your desktop, maybe even your phone. Instead of your data going off to the cloud, all the thinking happens right there on your device. And this slide kind of says it all, doesn't it? This is the core reason the big AI labs aren't shouting about this from the rooftops. Their whole business is built on you renting access to their AI. So if you have an incredibly powerful AI running for free on your laptop, well, that $20 a month subscription suddenly looks a lot less appealing. But hey, what's in it for you? I mean, why should we even bother with all this? Turns out there are some massive advantages, things that those cloud services just can't offer. And just at a glance, the difference is pretty stark. With Cloud AI, your data goes to their server. You're paying a subscription, you have to be online, and you're stuck with their rules. With a local AI, your data stays with you, it's free to run, it works anywhere, and you're the one in control. Let's dig into that privacy part first, because this is huge. When you run a model locally, none of your data ever leaves your computer. Think about that. You could analyze sensitive company documents or work on secret proprietary code, knowing that not a single piece of that information is being sent to some third-party server. That's a game changer. And then there's the cost. Once you've downloaded the model, you can run it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, whatever you want. And the cost is zero. Nothing. No API fees, no weird token limits, and no more stacking up those monthly subscriptions that, let's be honest, add up way too fast. And this one is just plain awesome. Imagine you're on a long flight with no Wi-Fi. You can still code, brainstorm, write, all with a powerful AI assistant right there with you. It works wherever you are. Internet connection is totally optional. This might be the most important point of all, ownership. The model is yours. You control its core programming. No company can suddenly update it, change its behavior, or add some new bias you don't want. You have the final say. It's your tool. Okay, so let's say you're sold, but which model do you actually use? Well, it all depends on the computer you've got. But don't worry, there's an option for pretty much everyone. This table breaks it down really nicely. The parameter size is kind of like the model's brain size. The tiny models, which are under 7 billion parameters, can actually run on a new smartphone. The small models are perfect for modern laptops, and they are already incredibly capable. Now, for the medium ones and up, you're going to need a serious professional workstation. But for most of us, that small category is the sweet spot, and the performance is just amazing. Now, here's the thing. This whole space moves incredibly fast. Like, a new and better model comes out almost every week. So your best bet is to check out a site like artificialanalysis.ai. They're an independent group that tests and ranks all the latest open source models, so you can always find out what the best one is right now. All right, now for the fun part. Let's actually get you up and running with your very first local AI. We're going to use a free tool called LM Studio, and you'll see just how shockingly simple this is. And that's basically it. I'm not kidding. You download the app, you use the search bar to find a model you like, you click download, and you're done. You can start chatting with your own private AI. It really is that simple. No coding required. But okay, once you're set up and comfortable, there's a whole other level of control just waiting for you.
So let's look at a couple of power user ideas that really unlock the potential of local AI.
So the first big concept is called quantization. Just think of the original AI model as this giant, super high precision engine. It's incredibly powerful, but it's huge and needs a ton of energy. Quantization is a process that compresses that engine. You trade a teeny tiny bit of precision, often so small you'd never notice, for massive gains in speed and efficiency. This is the magic that lets these giant models run on a normal laptop. Another really cool innovation is what's called hybrid architecture. The newest models combine two different types of AI engines. You've got one called Mamba, which is insanely fast and efficient, especially with long documents. And then you have the classic transformer, which gives you that deep logical reasoning. You put them together and you get the best of both worlds, speed and smarts, all in one. And inside a tool like LM Studio, you can dive even deeper. You can manually set the model's context. That's basically how much of the conversation it can remember. You can also adjust its temperature, which lets you decide if you want the AI to be more creative and wild or more factual and consistent. And you can even run a local server to build your own custom apps on top of your AI.
And the best part is, you don't have to learn all this at once. The app has different modes. You can start in user mode for a dead simple chat experience, then move up to power user when you want more knobs to turn, and finally graduate to developer mode for total control. It lets you learn at your own pace. So let's wrap this all up. The future of powerful, personalized AI, it's local. The tools are here, they're free, and they give you a level of privacy, control, and freedom that was honestly just a dream a short time ago. The power is really at your fingertips now.
You have everything you need to get started. The power is on your machine, it's under your control, and it's ready to go. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build with it?